G'day everyone. Today I thought I'd try something different. We're going to try and see if we can grow some maggots. Now, got a bit of sawdust, a bucket, so we'll just chuck some of that in there. We've got some redfin skins and heads from a catch earlier today. Actually, might as well chuck them all in. Just going to chuck them all in here. See if we can't attract a few flies. Now what I'm going to do is, I've never tried this before, so it's something new. Give it a try, see if we can't get some maggots for some burley. I'm going to try and catch a few redfin while we're at it. So there's a few flies flying around already. Not sure if they're the right type of flies, but we'll give it a try anyway. Now I've put the bucket down the back of the house here. It's away from everybody so it doesn't stink everyone out. And I've got it up on a bit of a platform. Hopefully that keeps the ants away. But what I'm thinking of is I'll sort of put this over here a bit so it doesn't completely seal it, but it'll keep the rain off if there's any rain. Flies should still be able to get into that. And we'll come back and check on it every few days and see how it's going. Probably after a couple of days she's going to be pretty rank, but we'll see how it goes. This is day one. Oh, there's a few blowflies in there. Yeah, doesn't smell yet. It's all drying out though. Can't really see any maggots, but don't really expect it for probably a couple of days. But there were a few blowflies in there. Oh, that's the update for day one. We'll see how the next day goes. It's only been about 20. It's only been low 20s today. Meant to warm up a bit tomorrow, so things might start to get a bit stinky after that. We'll see how we go. This is day two of the maggot experiment. And it's a bit warmer day today, although we've had a bit of rain. You can just see there's a few flies around already. So let's have a look inside. Oh yeah, we've got quite a few flies in there now. Yeah, it's starting to smell a bit more fishy now. Looks like we've got a whole lot of maggots down the side of the bucket there. Possibly small eggs at this stage, I think. Oh yeah, she's starting to smell. I'm glad it's at the back of the house here. Oh. I'm going to just leave that, see how it goes. And check it tomorrow. Hopefully have some signs of maggots by then. Here, Bo. Here. Oh, hello. You're dirty. Oh, Poppy. Hey? Today is day three of the maggot growing experiment. It's a bit colder today. It sounds like there's a few blowflies in there. There is. Oh, I can see the maggots. Oh geez, she's starting to stink now. Oh. I was reading that it's normally when you see a few eggs, which I think there was a few there down the side there, they're 8 to 20 hours before they turn into maggots. But I can see down there we've got quite a few. They're obviously quite small still, and they might only be small maggots, so probably it's going to be maggots we're going to use for burley more than anything. But we have got some. What I might do is move some of those fish. We'll just go and get some. There's a fly in there now. Oh yeah, she's starting to stink. It is a bit colder today, and it's forecast for rain, so I've got the cover over it anyway, which should hopefully stop the rain getting in. But yeah, got a few maggots there. Let's go and find something to have a look underneath, see how the fish is going underneath. Got some tongs. Just see how we're looking underneath. Oh, it's dried up a fair bit. Right, there's maggots in there. Not maggots in under there. Oh, geez, yeah, she stinks down under that. Oh. Yeah, seems to be maggots everywhere. I'll come and check it tomorrow. Hopefully they're a bit bigger by then. Hopefully it doesn't rain too much and they do stay protected from the rain. So let's put this cover back over. Just make sure it is sitting there pretty well. That should protect it from the rain that's forecast later today. Today's day 4 of the maggot experiment. It seems to be going pretty good. We did have rain last night, so hopefully there's no water in that in here. Doesn't look like it. Flies are in there. Things look like it's definitely dried up, and I can see quite a few maggots in there. Oh, geez, yes, stinks now. Oh, look at them. Look at that. Oh, stinks. But looks like it's a bit of a success. Now the next thing is to try and work out how to extract the maggots from the fish. Oh, it does stink, that reeks. Definitely pays to be doing it at the back of the house anyway. Oh. Yes, as I was saying, I've got to try and work out now how to extract the maggots from this and separate it so then I can just use it as some bait or some burley for when I go fishing. But so far so good. First time trying it, not sure if anyone else has done it. Give me some tips. Oh, that smell. Oh. Definitely some decent sized maggots in there. From what I've been reading, they stay as a maggot for 4 to 6 days. Hopefully it's a longer time period because it's been a bit colder. So I'm not sure if they're as active when it's so cold, but we've got quite a few. So yeah, next stage, try and work out how to extract them. Check on them tomorrow. Well, this is day 5. Oh geez, and probably the last day of giving this an experiment to go. Geez, the stink is really bad today. Flies are in. Hope that doesn't mean all the maggots are turned to flies already. I know, there's still lots in there. But it's really attracting the flies. Oh. So what I'm going to try and do now is try and extract the maggots from this. Now I have got a seedling tray that's got a few holes in it that might try and do the trick, but I haven't done this before. This is the first time, so we'll give that a try. Oh, look at that, that's all juicy down there. They're only tiny ones. Oh. Okay, we'll go and see how we can go get this tray sorted out. Okay, so what I've got here, just a bit of a tub And I've got this seedling tray. I'm thinking that I can just put the fish on that and hopefully the maggots will drop down through that. The holes are a bit too big, I think, but that's all we've really got. We'll give it a bit of a try. So, oh, it stinks. Don't know if they're gonna. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's doing the trick. They're dropping out. Hopefully they'll crawl down into the bucket. Oh, smell. Oh. All the flies, it's definitely attracting the flies now. Yeah, they're dropping through. Let's grab another one. Let's try that one. Ooh. It's a bit of a process. There's probably an easier way. Someone that's done this before. If they can drop a comment, let me know. Can't smell stuff. Let's have a look at what we've got in there so far. We've got a few. If you're going to bait them up on your hook, you've probably got enough there. I'm probably going to use them more for burley, if anything. Now we'll get some more out. Now when I was removing all the fish, there was a lot on the soil, on the sawdust. So, oh, look at them in there. Look at them all. Okay. We might try and see if we can't get them to come out of the sawdust if we tip it into the top here. Though a lot of the sawdust is probably gonna go through those holes. Yeah. Rightio. How many have we got in there? Oh, I've got a few. What I'm going to do is just, oops, empty these ones so far into here. Most of them anyway. Most of them are in there. And we'll try and tip the sawdust out. Let's see how we go. I'm hoping they're just going to go to the bottom and then drop through. Oh, a bit of a smell in that sawdust too. Now that's what we've got in from the sawdust. There's a lot of sawdust in there, but still quite a few maggots. I really need a better way to sort out the sawdust. Maybe I shouldn't have used the sawdust. Maybe something else would have been better bedding material to soak up that smell and all that liquid. But seems to have done alright. This lot here, which I have separated, but there's a lot of sawdust. These are the first ones that I got out. They're probably a bit smaller in size. And we've got all these ones still that are in that sawdust. So I might have a little bit more of a go trying to separate a few more of these, and then what I'm going to do is probably just going to tip them all into this container anyway. And I've got some old, what do we got? Some old flour, old plain flour. That might just go to soak up some of that smell that's still in there with them. There's a few bits of fish in there, fish bones. Those ones there in the sawdust, it definitely stinks as well. So yeah, I might just put them all just in this one container. We'll take it out and see how we go. Either use it as burley or try and put a few on a hook probably. Put a bit of flour in with them. It's definitely soaking up any of the sort of moisture that was in there with them. We might do that with the rest of the sawdust ones. Put some more flour in here. Still got a strong ammonia smell because my sieve didn't really work the best. Well, this is day 6, and spoiler alert, I have been out fishing with the maggots, and look, I'm not a fan of them. Did catch a fish or two, but they're very fiddly, do stink a bit, and probably nowhere near as good as worms, when worms are probably going to be easier to grow than maggots. But look, they did work, they were good burley, so if anything I would consider using them for burley. And what I did find is yesterday when I covered them in flour so that all the maggots are in there, the ones that are left, the flour did ball up with all the sawdust. So what I might do is just try and sieve them again, see if we can't get rid of some of these balls of sawdust and flour. Not sure if that's on the screen. And then we'll be left with just more maggots just left in some flour, and we use them as burley. But yeah, not a fan of using them as bait. It looks like having a bit of extra time in the flour has got rid of some of the smell, but it does still smell. So we'll just try and sieve them out. And it looks like some of these are still going to go through the holes. But one thing I did notice, it did pay to have an airtight container because it still does smell a bit. Probably haven't prepared them properly, but looks like some of the maggots are getting through, and so some of the flour, the balls of flour that is. See how they're looking underneath. Oh, there's a few under there, they're dropping through. So some of those balls of flour, it has got rid of the larger balls of flour that do stink. Hopefully it means they won't smell as much. Here we go. A little container of some maggots and flour. Use it as burley.